told your friend you're not okay.
Something fans never imagined finally happened in Seoul. Ahead of BTS's big comeback and grand concert at Gwanghwamun Square, the city's atmosphere changed like a hurricane. Within hours, the internet was abuzz with a single name that resonated like a mantra: Kim Taehyung. Social media, usually friendly with a variety of topics, suddenly focused on this one figure, as if the entire world was waiting for something only he could answer. What appeared to be more than a passing fad. Korean industry analysts were baffled by the dramatic surge in searches for Taehyung's name in such a short time. Twitter, TikTok, and even global search engines were filled with questions. What was happening? Why was Taehyung so in the spotlight ahead of this BTS concert? Many called this phenomenon the biggest spike before a BTS event in years, proof that Taehyung's appeal was truly at an unrivaled level. Amidst the hustle and bustle, Seoul transformed into something like a movie scene. The exterior walls of the Lotte department store main branch and the upscale Lotte Avenue were suddenly illuminated with a fiery purple light. The colors, symbolic of BTS and ARMY's love, transformed into a sea of lights that reflected off the buildings, transforming Seoul's night into a giant party about to kick off its celebratory season. According to the official announcement, the lights were lit up every night for 4 hours, as if the city were preparing for the arrival of the world's biggest stars. Visitors immediately flocked to the area, photographing every corner, posting them on social media, and coming to the same conclusion: Seoul is celebrating BTS. What made the atmosphere even more exciting was the fact that many fans believed the lights were more than just a promotional event. They saw it as a symbol of Taehyung's global influence, a name that could change the face of a city with just his popularity. And this change came at a very strategic time. BTS's comeback hype was at an all-time high. From various countries, armies had begun arriving in Seoul. They hoped to witness history, the day BTS would once again rock the world. Not stopping there, Lotte also launched a massive program called K-Wave Shopping Week, which lasted for 10 full days. Lotte branches across Seoul are jumping on the bandwagon, offering huge discounts, exclusive merchandise, and K-Wave-themed shopping experiences that instantly attract tens of thousands of domestic and international visitors. But the biggest talking point isn't the discounts, nor the tourist crowds, but one thing: the increasingly elusive Taehyung effect. Since his debut, his stunning visuals and unmatched charisma have become a relentless viral sensation. Even a small performance or short video clip can dominate global platforms. Now, as BTS's concert approaches, his popularity is soaring even higher than usual, leading many to suspect a major surprise is in store. Rumors abound. Some say he'll perform a never-before-seen solo stage. There's also speculation about a new project, an international collaboration, or a major announcement being saved for the concert. Across various platforms, old videos of Taehyung are resurfacing, from stage footage to emotional interview moments to rehearsal footage, making fans reminisce as they eagerly await BTS's comeback. Interestingly, this immense popularity has created a domino effect. As Taehyung's name begins to dominate search results, topics about BTS also explode. Fashion, old albums, past concerts, everything was on the rise. Even some luxury stores around the Lotte area independently added purple decorations due to increased customer demand. The area transformed into an unofficial festival, prepared to welcome armies from around the world. Tourists who initially knew nothing about K-pop also got caught up in the excitement. Many became acquainted with BTS and Taehyung after seeing the throngs of fans and the sea of purple that filled the city center. Taehyung's name became a hot topic in cafes, hotels, and shopping malls. Everyone wondered who could make Seoul shine like this dream city. As the night drew to a close, the purple light that enveloped Seoul made the moment feel like a global celebration. Many dubbed it the Purple Seoul moment, a moment when the entire city felt like a giant stage being built specifically for BTS, especially Taehyung. Korean marketing experts saw this as clear evidence of the power of Taehyung's brand, influencing not only the entertainment world but also tourism, fashion, and the local economy. As the days to the historic concert drew near, the atmosphere in Seoul grew increasingly intense. It was as if the city had a new heartbeat, pulsing with the wave of BTS enthusiasm and the overwhelming spotlight that was constantly focused on Kim Taehyung. Each night, the purple light bathing the luxurious buildings in the Lotte area became more and more magical, captivating anyone who passed by and making many wonder, how much power could a single name really have in transforming a city? On the streets, public conversation was gathering pace. People were talking about how Taehyung seemed to be leading the hype for BTS's comeback without even making a public appearance. Shop owners, office workers, students, and even tourists arriving from the airport heard the same name from other visitors. Even some taxi drivers told passengers that in the past few days, most tourists had been asking for directions to Lotte Avenue, hoping to see the purple spectacle that had gone viral worldwide. The phenomenon was moving like a tidal wave, flowing from the city center, spreading to social media, and then returning to the real world with even greater force. When one of Taehyung's old clips from the Singularity era suddenly trended again, global analysts began writing lengthy articles trying to explain why his popularity had soared so high ahead of the concert. Some considered this a testament to Taehyung's undying magnetism, while others believed there was something secretly prepared by management. And just as the public was starting to brainstorm new theories, a surprising update came from several international fanbases. They began sharing photos of giant Taehyung-themed banners allegedly being installed at strategic points in the city. Although there was no official confirmation, the rumor spread like wildfire. Netizens speculated that these banners could be part of a fan gift, or perhaps a sign that the upcoming concert would give Taehyung a special spotlight. Meanwhile, industry observers were also paying close attention. Some noted that Taehyung's influence was evident not only in search trends and city decorations, but also in the rapid increase in tourism. Hotels around Seoul reported a significant increase in bookings, with a large number of hotel guests being ARMY from other countries. They came not just for the concert, but specifically to experience the purple atmosphere that had gone viral online. Some travel agencies even transformed their tour packages into Purple Seoul tours, taking tourists to locations that BTS fans were highlighting. Amidst the euphoria, the atmosphere leading up to the concert grew increasingly electric. At Gwanghwamun Square, the main stage began to take shape. Workers were busy installing a magnificent set filled with futuristic ornaments and massive lighting. But even as the stage gradually revealed itself, the public felt something was still hidden. Many fans speculated that some stage elements might have been deliberately obscured to conceal Taehyung's special surprise, whether it was a monumental solo stage or an opening visual that featured him as the center of the concert's narrative. On the eve of the concert, the streets of Seoul grew increasingly crowded. Armies from various countries were seen wearing purple, carrying banners, light sticks, and Taehyung merchandise. This atmosphere transformed the downtown area into a global festival without language barriers. Everyone was smiling, exchanging albums, photographing the purple decorations, and discussing the latest endless theories. A few hours later, local media began broadcasting live news from the venue, which was packed with fans. Reporters described the incredible public interest in Taehyung, calling the phenomenon even surpassing the level of enthusiasm for previous comebacks. One senior reporter even remarked that he had never seen a single individual create such a massive impact through hype and digital presence alone, without even having to appear in person. Seoul was truly transformed into a global space of celebration. The purple lights of the majestic buildings reflected off shop windows, off the camera lenses of visitors, and in the eyes of fans who held their breath awaiting the big day. They knew it wasn't just BTS who would make history, but Taehyung, with his mysterious influence and irreplaceable aura, becoming the center of energy uniting millions of people from all over the world.